Welcome back to the discussion and thank you for always joining us. We are presenting a question that was done in K.c.s.e 1997 paper 2 question number 19 under linear programming. And the question we have reads, an institute offers two types of courses. We have technical courses and business courses. The institute has a capacity of 500 students. There must be more business students than technical students, but at least 200 students must take technical courses. Letting X represent the number of technical students and Y to represent the number of business students. A. Write down three inequalities that describe the given conditions. So we have been told that the number of tech students be X. That means the number of business students are going to be Y. We have been told that the institute has a capacity of 500 students. That means if you take the number of students taking technical course plus those that are taking the business courses, then the total must be less or equal to 500 students. That gives us the first inequality. Next, we are told there must be more business students than technical students. The business students are Y. That means Y should be greater than X, and this gives us the second inequality. We are further told that at least 200 students must take technical courses. The number of students taking technical courses are X, meaning X must be greater or equal to 200, since at least means what is mentioned and above, and this becomes the third inequality. Part A already is done because we are supposed to write down three inequalities that describe the given conditions. B, on the grid provided, draw the three inequalities. So the first thing we are going to do is to take the first inequality, which is A. We have X plus Y. X plus Y is equal to 500. We can make a table having X and Y. If we assume the value of X is 0, then Y will be 500. And if we assume the value of Y is 0, then X is going to be 500. The 2 points are enough for us to draw this line before shading the required region. Next, we are going to take Y is greater than X. That means Y is equal to X at this point, and therefore making the table of X and Y. Assuming the value of X is 0, then the value of Y is going to be automatically 0. If X is going to be 100, then the value of Y will be 100. And if X is 200, then Y will be 200. We can continue. If X is going to be 300, Y will be 300, and so forth and so on. Those 2 points again, there are 3, that are enough for us to draw that line. And lastly, we have X is greater or equal to 200. That one will be drawn direct. Looking at the values we have on our graphs, the highest value is 500 in both cases, and therefore we can decide to have our common point 0. Then we go with 50-50. So this is going to be 100. That means half of it is 50. This is 200. This is 300. This is 400. And finally, that is 500 there. On the x-axis, it's good to mention that this is y-axis. This is also x-axis. On the x-axis, we are going to use a scale of 1 centimeter to represent 50 units. So we are going to have 100 here. we have 200, we have 300, we have 400, 500, up to around 600 here. So we can now go and start drawing. For the first one, which is x plus y is equals to 500, when x is 0, y is 500 at this point here. And when x is 500, y is 0 at this point. Once we have done that, we draw a line joining the 2 points. Then we shade the required region. So drawing the line here, that is the line we have drawn. So the next thing we are going to do is to shade the required region. Remember, what we need is below, because x plus y is less or equal to 500. So we are going to shade this upper part of the line. Do not forget to label this or name this line y plus x is equals to 500. Then we go to the second one, where we have x is greater, y is greater than x. And when the value of x is 0, y is 0 at this point. When the value of x is 100, y is also 100. If x is 200, y will be 200. If it is going to be 300, this one is also going to be 300. If x is 400, y will be 400. And if x is 500, y is going to be 500. Once we have done that again, we are going to draw the line joining all these points. But since the inequality is greater than, we are going to draw a broken line joining all these points. In this case, we're going to draw a broken line this way. That way. After doing that, we again name this line as y being equal to x, or simply y is greater than x. What we need is actually above the line, and therefore what we need is above the line, and therefore we are going to shade below. That's what we have. Next we have x is greater or equal to 200. You go to where we have 200, then you draw a line. You draw a vertical line, a complete one, at this point here. Then what we need is above the line, and therefore what we do not need is under. Again, you shade like this. After shading, you simply label this is x is greater or equal to 200. And by so doing, now we are going to get our required region at this point here. Once we get the required region, we have again worked out the second part of this question. We go to part C. If the institute makes a profit of 2,500 to train one technical student, remember we are going to get our objective function from here, and the objective function is to find the maximum profit that the institute is going to earn. We are going to generate a profit of 2,500 per student. We have X student taking technical studies, and of course we have 1,000 from the students taking the business courses. This becomes our objective function. But first we are going to look at we are going to look at the number of students that are going to take the technical studies and those that are going to take the business studies. So for us to get this, we were supposed to use the search line from the objective function, but I want to show you exactly how to do that without using either try square or the search line. We're going to pick all the points at these corners. At this point here, we are going to have the value of x as 200 and the value of y as 300. And at this vertex here, we are going to have 200, 200. And of course, we pick another one at this point here, where we are going to have the value of x as 250 and the value of y again at 250 here. So this is 250. And if now you substitute all these points that we have obtained from our graph, that is from the required region, and put them here, the one that is going to give us the maximum profit or the highest will be where x is 250 and also where y is 250. And in this case, for us to get the maximum profit, that is C Roman 1, then Roman 2, we are supposed to get the maximum profit. And for us to get maximum profit, we are going to have 2500 we multiply by the value of x, which is 250, plus 1000 we multiply by the value of y. We multiply by the value of y, which is 250. And this one is going to give us a total of 875,000 as the maximum profit generated by the institute. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussions. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two to click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you will automatically be given a notification. Thank you and welcome.